Remember, Tarot is here to help, not to hinder. It's to help us know the possibilities and what we can do to change it. King of Rods taking on your energy, possibly. King of Rods, as you know, can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Someone who rules well. Someone who's passionate about what they rule. They get along with people very well. They're very charming. Sometimes very attractive. Let's find out what's going on. Dealing with the Queen of Rods in reverse. So the current environment, maybe this is what you're feeling. A little out of sorts, not feeling like yourself. Or you could be dealing, like I said, with another fire sign. Somebody's making noise out there. And this could be Aries again, Leo, Sagittarius. They are in reverse. You could be dealing, like I said, with another fire sign. What is crossing this fire sign? Six of Swords. Feeling trapped. No, Nine of Swords. I'm sorry. Nine of Swords, feeling trapped or feeling anxiety. More or less feeling, you know, like they can't get out of something. Feeling like they're under too much stress. Your goal or what crowns you is something that ended, or you need to end something. You're carrying a burden on your shoulders, a heavy burden. In the past, there's the Eight of Swords. You're trying to break free. You're trying to break free from something because of a heavy burden, probably. Near future, got the Nine of Wands. Probably you're not going to even consider carrying another burden in the future. Possible future outcome or advice from the universe is a Knight of Swords in reverse, dealing with the air sign possibly that's in reverse, not feeling like themselves, or someone that has sharp words. Doesn't have to be an air sign, but if it is, it's Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. What is coming towards you? Again, it could be a fire sign with the outside environment, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Knight of Rods, Wands, whatever you want to call them. Hopes and fears, you're afraid you won't get anything new or new offer or new messages, or maybe you're waiting on a stable message and you're afraid you may not get it. A message of money, a message of stability. Final outcome, Page of Rods in reverse. You feel like a little stagnant in the end of May, or should I say the middle of May, because I'll be giving another reading. Now I'm going to clarify these. It may change the story up. It does often. That's why I use these to give us more of a detailed situation of what's going on. Now we got the Queen of Rods. She's in reverse and she's crossed by the Nine of Swords. This could be your energy, you know. Maybe you're feeling a lot of anxiety. Queen of Rods in reverse. Nine of Swords crossing it. Why are you there? You know, like I said, you could be dealing with another fire sign or someone who has a lot of it in their chart that's feeling a lot of anxiety. So what is going on with this? Why is it there? There you go again with the Nine of Wands. Contemplating and how to break free from this. You're looking at the past of how, looking how you may break free or how you were trying to break free. Now the Queen of Rods, Nine of anxiety, Nine of Swords, and Nine of Wands. Lots of nines here. Why are you there? A lot of Wands energy too. Yeah, you're refusing to argue and fight with certain people from the past or situations from the past. It's a Five of Swords in reverse. And that's why you're trying to come out of anxiety and break free from negative situations. Now the goal, what crowns you, is the Death card. And it's not a bad card. It means something, you're thinking about ending something or putting something to rest once and for all. The the Death card, what crowns you? Why are you there? For Leo. You're wanting something to be put to rest. Queen of Cups could have something to do with a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Maybe you're wanting to put something to rest with them, a water type energy, or something that has emotions to it. So the Death card, Queen of Cups, both in the upright. What crowns Leo? Why are you there? And you're no longer wanting to work on a situation that needs to go away, that needs to end. Why? Because as a foundation, you got the Ten of Wands, which is a burden, a heavy burden, too much of a heavy load for you. Ten of Wands, oops, something's trying to come out and I'm going to let it. Something, burdens from the past with the Six of Cups. Bad memories because you didn't give any give and take in the past. You carried the heavy load. You carried most of the weight. And you found out there was nothing but deception there. Lies. You know. Now in the past, you broke free from a very restricting type situation. You broke free from something. You had to. Eight of Swords in reverse. Why you there in the past for Leo? Why you there? Queen of Wands in reverse because it just wasn't making you healthy. Queen of Wands, Queen of Rods. It doesn't matter. It's the fire energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Breaking free. Releasing something because it was making you sick. It just was. So, Eight of Swords, Queen of Wands, both in reverse. Why you there? For Leo. Because there was nothing going to take off that was worth it. It was like old stagnant situations. You couldn't start anything new. You had to break free. You had to. Now, let's move this up a little. Now, in the near future, you got the Nine of Wands in reverse. You're not going to contemplate about the burdens from the past anymore. And that's probably why your goal is to put something to end. Nine of Wands in reverse. Why you there for Leo in the very near future of May? Yeah, you're looking for your financial wealth. I'm going to try to get this mostly in again. You're looking for financial wealth, stability, things that, you want. You're no longer going to think of the burdens. You're not going to think about carrying any more burdens. You're just going for stability and maybe your ultimate financial goal. Nine of Wands in reverse, Ten of Pentacles in the upright. Why you there for Leo in the very near future? Yeah, you're not even going to battle. You're not going to argue. You're not going to have any strife in your life. You're saying, I'm done with this. I'm done with the ugly. You're done with ugly. You really are. Now, the possible future outcome or the advice from the universe, you got the Knight of Swords here. It is in reverse. Why you there, Knight of Swords for Leo? What's coming towards them? What's the possibilities here? Knight of Swords. Hierophant. Someone may be trying to force something on you that you don't want. Something they said that they're saying that you're supposed to do this. And they may come across as very abrupt and trying to be bossy with you. So just keep that in mind. Someone's going to come and say, you got to do this. Okay? And you may not like it. And you may not do it. So, Knight of Swords in reverse. The Hierophant in the upright. Why are you there? The Hangman in reverse. Yeah, don't wait around for that. Don't wait around for that. Because someone's going to say, you're supposed to do this. This is the way things are always been done. And they're going to maybe say some words that are kind of hurtful or cutting. And the universe is more or less saying, don't hang around for that. With the Hangman in reverse. Don't wait around and listen to that. Now you got coming towards you is a Knight of Rods. This could be another fire sign or someone with a lot of passion and energy. They are coming towards you. Knight of Rods coming towards Leo. Why are you there? Yeah, maybe making an offer to you. It's an emotional offer that you will like. It also could be that you're dealing with a water sign, but along with the fire, maybe they have fire and water in their chart, or you're dealing with a couple people. So, Knight of Rods, Page of Cups. What's coming towards Leo and why? What is it doing? The Lovers in reverse. Wonder if it's a past lover. Or maybe they're offering something you don't want with the lover, But it shows them in the upright and they have good intentions. Or maybe they're just not offering you love. Maybe they're offering you something else. If you know what this is, you can leave it in the comments because it's a lover in reverse. But they're making an offer. Now, your hopes and fears is that you won't get any new lucrative offers or anything that's stable. You won't hear from any phone calls or messages that are offer you the things that you're wanting. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Why are you there? For Leo as the hopes and fears. You're afraid to be blocked with the Two of Swords. You're afraid someone's going to, people are going to block you or mess you over in some ways. Page of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords in the upright. And you're afraid you won't see it coming. And it's causing you some anxiety. And it has a lot to do with the past, Because we're getting that a lot with that Nine of Swords. Now the final outcome is the Page of Rods. And like someone is going to come to you, like I said, this person, that's type of air type energy possibly, that's going to say you should accept this offer. But the universe is saying possibly not to do it, and you may turn it down. Whatever someone is offering you, you may turn it down because you're going for your own lucrative wealth. If you recall, you're no longer going to carry burdens from the past. So Page of Rods in reverse, why you there for Leo? Chariot, yeah, you're going to put a dead halt to something. You're going to say no more. And you've been saying that a lot lately, I believe. Putting an end to negative situations, that's trying to come out. Yeah, because you're going for your Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you're not going to accept certain offers or certain messages. You're going to take it to a dead halt. You're going for something else, Leo. You're going for your ultimate wealth and what's good for you. And there's nothing wrong with that. You've done it, been there. You're not doing negative stuff again. You're not doing it. So I'm thinking you may get offers also from somebody wanting an emotional attachment with you, and you may say no. You may decide that it's not for you. Now, Page of Rods, the Chariot in reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune, the upright. Why are you there for Leo? Yeah, you're having trouble moving on from negative situations. You can't accept like new emotional offers because you're still hurting from the past. I think you're moving on. I believe that you are, just by certain situations I'm seeing. But you're still remembering the negative memories of the past with the Six of Cups as the foundation. You remember how much of a burden it was. You're no longer going to do any give and take. You did enough giving, and all you got was deception out of it. You're not going to think about the things of the past like you were before, the burdens. You're going to let them go because you're going for your ultimate gain, your ultimate goal of financial security. There's no more arguments and no more strife. Someone is going to come to you with some sharp words saying, this is what you're supposed to do, but the universe is telling you not to hang around for it, not to wait on it. You are going to have someone offer you something. Could be another fire sign or someone with a lot of passionate energy. They're going to offer you something emotional. But I don't think it's what you're wanting with the Lovers in reverse. You're fearing that things won't move forward financially for you or independently. And you're that things are blocked from you. And it's causing you anxiety. But realize that you are still going for your ultimate goal. The Wheel of Fortune. You're going to turn down the negative things that no longer serve you. And you may tell people very passionately, I'm not accepting this anymore. You're going to put a dead halt. And maybe it's because things weren't let go and you need to let go. But you are going for the Wheel of Fortune. I do feel that money is going to get better for you. But when it comes to emotional relationships, you're not just going to accept anything. You may turn a lot of it down until you're getting what you're wanting. Too much anxiety for you right now. You are regaining strength in the end. The Strength card is in the upright. This is someone taking back their power, regaining strength, and regaining their health. And maybe that's what you're doing. You're taking on your power again. You have no need for the negatives, and you're putting away. You're putting an end to things that need to be put an end to, and that includes memories or things that weigh you down. And that is your reading, Leo. I'm going to let this go. And it's just going through the motions. I see you making more of a financial stability for yourself more than emotional relationships right now, because you feel like it's just too restrictive and there's never any give and take. And you got to get over the past before you can move forward when it comes to love relationships. I do think someone's going to offer you one, a little bit of one, but you may put a halt to it because you're going for the gold.